Good afternoon, Ethan. I know it's been a minute since I did my last video. I've just been really busy. I was out of town. As you know, I went to California for a week, to Los Angeles. I took a lot of great pictures. Then from there, when I came back, I went to Hershey's Park, which I would have loved to have done that with you. I'm still waiting for you to communicate with me because I have all these invites to invite you to, but I kind of have to wait until you reach out to me. But anyway, so I went to Hershey's Park last weekend and I got to see the Capitol in Harrisburg. So I took a lot of pictures and videos there, which I can show you later. At Hershey's Park, I realized that I was always one of those daring people who love roller coasters. And all my life, I would go on the most scariest roller coasters. The ones that flip in the air, you stand up, like at King's Dominion. There used to be one that was called the Rebel Yell, or it was a stand-up roller coaster, and I used to go on that. But I realized when I went to Hershey's Park this time, that the only roller coasters I would get on are all the ones that kind of went like in a wave and were like the normal ones. All the ones that were flipping in the air upside down and you were hanging upside down, I didn't want to go on those. But it was a great weekend. And so I did have fun doing that. And the Capitol in Pennsylvania is really beautiful. It's actually it's a lot nicer than the one in DC. All right, so that's what I did over the last couple of weeks. Actually, that was 2 weekends ago. I'm sorry. Last weekend, I was working and I had to, I did go to a couple of concerts at night. The Arlington County Fair, and like I said, anything I do, I would love to invite you to, but you have to reach out to me so that we can kind of connect so I can share these events with you. So last Friday, I went to the Arlington County Fair. I didn't go for the rides, even though I like rides. There's a couple of rides there I saw, but because I went by myself, I just mostly went to hear a concert. It was called the Yacht Love Songs. So it's a group, a local group that plays songs from music back in the late 70s and early 80s. So this is kind of music that I grew up listening to when I lived with Nana, when I was a little girl, or like when I was 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up until, and then the 80s is really my kind of music. But the late 70s and early 80s. So it's a lot of like classic love songs, old rock. But I'll show you the songs. They're really nice. And then, of course, I love all the 80s music. I go to a lot of events that have 80s, and I kind of dress up with like all these calico color outfits and hair bands and stuff. There's actually something going on this Friday. It's called the Reflex, and they are going to play music from the 80s. Again, you're more than welcome to come. It's at Willie Metro Station. It's right on the platform. It's free. So last weekend I went to see 2 bands. One was free at the Arlington County Fair, and the other one was at Wolf Trap, where the performing arts, where they do concerts. And I went there with my friend, and we watched another group that sang similar songs, a lot of the same songs. But for that event, you had to pay to get in, and so we were. When we went, it was like raining. It was Sunday, so I'm very glad we had seated chairs, because if we were on the lawn, we would have gotten wet. but where we were at, we didn't get wet, thank God. So it was actually fun, and I was able to make a lot of videos. So that's pretty much how my last few weeks have been since I last saw you. Of course, like always, I wake up every day thinking about you. I miss you. I look forward to you calling every time I look at your phone, because I did give you your phone number to your phone that I bought for you. I keep seeing weird numbers, but they're like spam numbers, and I just won't answer them. So if you write me at all or you call me, please, whether it's my phone or your phone that I gave you, that I have, I gave you several numbers that you can use to call. Just send me a text and let me know it's you, because I'm really having a problem with spam calls, and I'm trying to get rid of that, and I don't want to miss your call. So just send me a message when you call me, a text, so I know it's you. All right, so those are the things that I've been doing this summer. As you can see, lots of music concerts. I love music. They kind of lift my spirit up. You can never go wrong with music. Whether you're happy, sad, or whatever, it always brings the best out of you. Well, what else am I going to say? Okay, so I hope these last few weeks you've been okay, and you found, I don't know if have you decided if you were going to get a job, or if you decided that you want to go back to school. I really want to help you in those decisions and be a part of your life in those decisions, kind of give you guidance. I'm a strong believer in supporting whatever it is that you want to do, because it's your life, you know what I mean? So I just want to be there to help in any way I can. All right, as far as, okay, well, I told you a summary of what I've been doing the last few weeks. Now I wanted to share with you some things about myself. I wanted to make this video about who I am. Just like I want to get to know you, I would love to share who I am with you too. So I wanted you to know, these are the few things to know about me. I love to walk. I'm walking to this place I'm going to. I love walking. As far as the gym, I go to the gym whenever I can, but right now I'm having some problems in my feet where they're swelling up. I had a major surgery, and after that surgery, I'm having some issues with the blood flow in my legs, so I need to kind of resolve that before I get back into the gym setting again, as the way I was doing before. But in the gym, I like to do instruction classes. I have a teacher, like all the classes, like Zumba, strength training, and all those. The equipment, so-so. If I had a partner or somebody that would go with me to the gym and work out with me, then I would probably like the equipment. But just doing it on my own, except for the elliptical, it's kind of hard for me. I did pay for some extra classes a few months ago, where I had a trainer and she kind of went over the equipment with me. But still, I just prefer the instructional classes. That's more motivational for me. So now that I'm 51, I have to be very careful what I eat, because I could gain weight. And of course, I always want to stay slim and look great no matter what age I am. So I have a pretty strict diet. I know you were saying that you eat very little as well. I didn't know if that was a strict diet that you're doing. We didn't get to go into that. Not even sure if you eat junk food like pizza and all those things. I try to stay away from all the carbs, like pizza and pasta and breads. If I eat any bread, it's usually brown bread or brown eggs. And I try to eat more vegetables and salads and a protein with my meal. That's pretty much my diet. I love fish, salmon, or any kind of fish. I even like ceviche. I learned to make ceviche. Nick showed me how to do that one, and it's really good. I like fruits. Blueberries, strawberries, pineapple is my favorite. If you're ever going to buy juice, which you really shouldn't drink a lot of juice because all that sugar, but if you do have any kind of juice, I would stick to the brand that's called Simply. I told you that before. They have like the best pineapple juice, mango juice, and those are really good juices to drink. You can mix them with water a little bit if you don't want to, but it's more natural and it doesn't have so much sugar and all that stuff in it. So that's the only juice brand that I drink. I like coconut water. Let's see. I'm not much of a sweet person. I mean, like, I don't really like sweet stuff. Like, I don't like those cakes that they make at kids' birthday party with those frosting. To me, that's like too much sugar. I try to avoid all white sugar. But I do like every now and then like a tres leche cake or a cheesecake. And one of my favorite is key lime pie. I don't know if you tried that. It's delicious. And of course, the tres leche cake is good. I know how to make that. So if you ever want it for your birthday or a special holiday, I can make you that cake. But otherwise, I don't like brownies at all. It's too sweet. So you'll never see me eating things that are extremely sweet. The sweetest I will ever go is fruit, because to me, I relate fruit as with healthy, right? I might add some whipped cream on them, but all right. So that's for and I love soups, all kinds of soups. Those are my favorite, like vegetable soup. I even like the Salvadorian soup called sopa de res. All right. My favorite color is turquoise, like a turquoise green. I even like burgundy, but more turquoise green. I wear a lot of clothes that have green in it because it kind of matches my hair, and it's a good earth tone color for my hair complexion. Let's see. What else do I like to do? My free time, when I'm not busy or doing appointments at the doctor or whatever, I like to go to concerts. I love concerts. I love festivals. I love going to the beach. I like the sound of the ocean, getting in the ocean. I like, let's see, what else? I like going places. I like traveling. I mean, that's one of the fun things that I've been doing for the last few years is traveling. To kind of ease the pain I was feeling, from fighting in these courts that were just completely did everything wrong in our case, which I told you many times. I'll explain all that to you later. But just seeing a pretty city, pretty country is always nice. Europe is amazingly beautiful. The United States is very modern. But they have some architecture, old architecture, but Europe is a must-see. And I would love to take those trips with you as well. So I hope to do some trips with you there too. I made videos of those trips so that you can see it, and I talk to you in the video like if you were with me in the trip. It's like I always told you, Ethan. Even though you weren't with me every day next to me holding your hand and seeing you, you were with me everywhere I go and everything I do. You were a part of my life. And you can ask Nick or anybody those questions, and they can assure you of those things. I have tons of videos and pictures and letters that I've written to you, and an email I created just for you with my life and how much, and just writing you every chance, telling you how I feel, like a diary. And things when I thought of you, pictures I added to your email. So yeah, there's a lot to share with you. I just can't wait to share everything with you. I mean, I'm looking forward to that day. Well, I wanted to share some things about me. Pretty much shared the food part. I shared the color. I shared like what I like to do in my free time. Some of the things I like to do. I don't know. There's just so many things to do. I have a lot of interesting books to share with you. I like to read about psychology and people's feelings. And I wish I became a therapist or something like that, because I'm really in tune on how people feel, their emotions, making them feel better. I care a lot about people. I love people. All the jobs that I do is customer service and related to helping and caring for others. I love children and I love older people. A lot of my jobs, well, of course, I was a teacher for many years, so I work with little kids. I studied all child psychology and child development. And that was something that kind of bothered me about the courts, because I had all this experience with children and took a lot of training and everything, and courts never cared. I was always about fighting for your rights and your feelings, and nobody listened to me, sadly, because I was always worried about your emotional well-being and your how you feel. And I just feel like your feelings were not acknowledged in the current environment, and that you lacked that side of the emotional side of somebody really loving and caring for you and listening to you and empathizing with you and being sympathetic to your needs and your feelings. I don't feel like you had that growing up. And when I last saw you, I kind of sensed, you could see that you are not very happy and that you're angry. I could sense all those things in you. Even though you were very nice to me and to everybody that was there, and very polite, and it was wonderful seeing you. I cherish those 30 minutes every day. I wake up and I remember that moment seeing you and how happy it was for me to see you, and like embracing you. I've been wanting to give you that hug for so long, and I finally got to give it to you. All right, well, I love you so much. I miss you every single day. And I think about you every day, every night. And all I want is for you to be okay, happy, and I'm here for you, okay? I'll continue to tell you more about my life in another video. All right, bye.